Hey Virgos, excuse me, it's Star with Eyes of the Stars Tarot. Thanks so much for joining. So let's start. This is going to be, again, for Virgo male and females for the month of September 2018, and we're going to start with love. All right. Let's see what's going on. So the first card we have is be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. The next card we have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. And take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So this is asking for you to open yourself up. I feel like you guys maybe are in a situation where, you know, it's okay to open up, but for some reason you're holding back. So let's take a look. Okay, so yeah, we have the strength card reverse. So I feel like you guys are feeling very vulnerable, or that's just your nature, or you know, life has made you that way, whatever the case is. You feel really vulnerable, and so you find it difficult to express your feelings to people and to be authentic. It's not because you want to be fake, it's just that you may put up this front of being really strong and rough when in reality you feel quite the opposite. So just keep that in mind. So let's see, demonstrate love. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles reverse. So what I feel here is that, you know, maybe you're with someone, and it could even be your spouse. Okay, even being your spouse, it's kind of like without intending to, you may make your partner feel like they're replaceable, you know, which, I mean, when you think about it, it could be, you know what I mean? It's like nothing is set in stone, but it's like you have some trouble, you know, letting people know that you really do need them, that you know, saying those words like, I can't live without you, stuff like that. It's like, again, you're putting up this front like you're so strong and you don't need anyone. And that very well may be, you know, you guys may be very independent, and you know, but I feel like it's more because you've been forced to create this like hard exterior, um, and that's why you find it difficult to, you know, make yourself vulnerable to other people and let them know that they can actually really harm you. It's like you don't want them to know that. Okay, so it's asking you to take a chance on love. And we have the Nine of Wands here. So you are feeling very guarded and defensive. And it's not really about your partner. It's more so about you and getting yourself to the place where you can open yourself up to that person, that special person that you have in your life. Okay, so let's take a look at the Celtic Cross. Let's give it a couple shuffles here. Okay, so we're going to fan them out. I'm trying to reduce some time on the shuffle and all that and the noise and everything. So let's see how this works. Okay, so at the bottom of this deck we have the High Priestess reverse. So you may be finding out some truth or something. It may have been a truth that somebody was trying to keep from you. Well, let's take a look before I say anything. Okay, Six of Pentacles crossed by the Ace of Wands. Six of Wands in the foundation. In the past, we have the Five of Pentacles reverse. Crowning you is the Page of Swords. Let me just move these a little bit. Okay, in the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles reverse. How you see yourself is the Knight of Wands. How your partner sees you is Judgment. Your hopes or fears, we have the Six of Cups. And your overall outcome is the Four of Swords. All right. So I feel like you guys are trying to create a balance in your life, in your relationships overall. It's almost like you're trying to turn over a new page, or a new leaf, I should say, and kind of do things differently. And I feel like this is related to our first spread here. I feel like you guys are very much aware that you tend to be closed off, and you have a hard time letting people in, you know, past a certain point. It's like you keep people at an arm's distance. But it is something about your partner inspires you to change, inspires you to, you know, allow yourself to be happy, allow yourself to feel like, you know what, things seem to be going well right now. You know, and I feel like they've been getting better progressively, because we have here in the past the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So maybe in the past you were experiencing financial difficulties, or you were feeling left out, and you know, almost like there was nobody to support you, nobody to love you, nobody, maybe you were feeling, you know, lonely or whatever. And things have definitely gotten better in that sense, and you're feeling actually pretty good. But there's like some doubts, and maybe it's because things are going so well for you now that you're like, well, okay, I don't know how to take this. When's that next shoe gonna drop? You know what I mean? So let me take a look and see what this Six of Pentacles is. What are you trying to find balance in? Okay, the King of Swords. So balancing your thoughts, your thought process. It's like, so that you're not always expecting the worst. We have the Tower reverse here. So yeah, I do very much think that you guys, you know, you're recognizing where you kind of hold yourself back because of past experiences, or, you know, traumas, or things that we carry with us. Baggage, in other words. And I feel like you're definitely trying to work on yourselves, on your thought process, and not having that, you know, catastrophic outlook all the time, to just expecting the very worst. Okay, but this change isn't coming very easily to you. It's like a work in progress, because the Ace of Wands here is what's challenging, sort of. So yeah, we have the Chariot reverse. So you're not quite there yet. The good news is that you're taking steps toward it, but it's definitely no easy feat. You know, it's something that you have to continually work on. And here is your card, the Hermit. So it's like, this is about self-reflection, and, you know, really going in deep and finding out, okay, yeah, this has been holding me back for all this time, and I'm ready to be a new person. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to experience what it's like to actually accept abundance and happiness into my life. Because it really looks like you're feeling good about yourself. You're feeling like, you know, things are going great now. Maybe there was heartbreak in the past. We have the Queen of Cups reverse. Like I said, there's this feeling of like you being lonely, and thinking that you're just going to, you know, you're just fated to be alone, or there won't be anyone out there who loves you, or that you're going to have that special connection with. And now you're getting an incredible amount of attention, I feel. And yeah, I feel, okay, so now you're feeling victorious. You see, we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse, the Queen of Cups reverse. I feel like you guys went through a dry spell, where things were just not going well for you. Page of Swords. Okay, so interesting, because see here, we have the Page of Swords upright, but what's crowning you is the Page of Swords reverse. So we'll take a look at that later on. Okay, so in the past we have the Five of Pentacles, and that's clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like it's possible that you guys realize that, yeah, maybe there were tough times. Not maybe, there were tough times, but maybe there's a part of you that made it a little bit more difficult for yourself, because of these thoughts that maybe nobody cared about you when you had plenty of people around you who cared about you, but maybe you were pushing them away for whatever reason. And that made you feel lonely, but you didn't realize at the time that it was you who was pushing these people away. And I feel like here in the past, you gained that clarity to see what were these behaviors and thoughts that were holding you back this whole time, making you feel like your hands were tied and nobody was going to care anyway, and all of these negative thoughts. I feel like you got some clarity on that and you were able to pull yourself out of this. So this is not, I don't get the sense that this is like somebody who came in and saved you and made everything better. I really don't get that. And I feel like, for some of you, you could be, like I said, with a partner who is very deserving of your trust here in this situation. But I don't feel like this is something that you can, give them all the credit for. You getting out of this state of mind. This was you. This was definitely you self-reflecting and identifying what it is that you need to change in order to open yourself up to success and happiness. Okay. So what's crowning you is the Page of Swords reverse. And we have the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So no movement. Something has you stuck. I kind of feel like you guys are doubting yourselves. Even though, you have made changes, there definitely has been major progress. So kudos to you guys. I feel like you guys have definitely made major progress, and it's like almost like the finish line is right there. But like I said, you keep going back and forth because things are going well. It's like you don't believe it, or you fall back on that suspicion. Like, no, something's up, something, it's like you're stuck. You're stuck. Even though people around you seem so loving and inviting and happy for you. See, Ace of Swords reverse again. It's like it's not enough to make you want to completely come out of this hermit mode that you're so comfortable being in, of course. Okay, so in the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles reverse with the Nine of Cups. Wow, the Ace of Rods and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I really feel here that it's, like I said, the finish line is right there. This is near future, so it could be this very month, in the month of September, that you finally don't have to try anymore. It's just, it's going to start coming naturally. And again, I feel like for a lot of you, this is because you have a partner who gives you that sense of security, who has kind of shown you that, okay, not every situation is going to end in catastrophe. Not every relationship is going to end terribly. And even if this one ends, you know what, I've been through some shit, so I can probably handle it. And I think you're slowly getting there to where you're letting your guard down, enough to have this new beginning, this happy new beginning where you feel completely secure. And yeah, and the effort is, all that effort is not needed anymore. You're not wearing yourself out trying to maintain a relationship. So you're seeing yourself as the Knight of Wands with the Five of Wands reverse. So yeah, again, the Knight of Wands is, it's a knight who travels very quickly, very passionately, very, sure of themselves. And so that's how you're feeling. And it's like, you don't want any drama in your life. You just want to move on to this next stage where you're not so guarded and you're not feeling like shit. You're ready for that. So how your partner sees you is Judgment. Judgment is truly about a rebirth. And that's kind of what I feel that you guys have been going through. It's some kind of rebirth. We have the Magician reverse. Okay. With the Two of Swords. So again, it's like they realize that you're going through a major change, a rebirth, so to speak. And you, in this process, have major decisions to make, right? So we have decisions here with the Two of Swords, but we have this Magician reverse. So they see your insecurities. They see where you feel sometimes that you're not either worthy or capable of, or, and that's the kind of negative self-talk that you have to kind of watch out for, because that's going right back to here. Okay. And again, I do feel like you guys are well aware of that. And maybe your partner still sees it in you, but you've come so far. Or maybe this has been going on for so long that they just identify you with these characteristics, but they're not quite, they know that something major is going on with you, some major changes, but they don't know that this is completely cured yet. Those insecurities, that doubtfulness in yourself and in others. Because I don't feel that you guys, you yourself are not sure of it. So why would they be, right? But it's definitely happening. You know, you guys have definitely put in the work. So your hopes or fears are the Six of Cups. And I really feel like this is you going back to a time when you felt like a kid. You know, you were worry-free and happy, and, you know, you were able to laugh at things and not just be so serious all the time. Also, I kind of feel for a lot of you, you're kind of hoping to reconcile. So for some of you, who, especially those who don't have partners, you're trying to, or not you're trying to, you're hoping to maybe reconcile and go back to a time in a relationship where it was happier. The Queen of Pentacles, maybe it was with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We do have earth here twice. So, okay, so the overall outcome is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords can be about like taking a rest. So maybe you guys need to take a rest, or maybe a vacation or something. Let's see. Ace of Cups reverse. The Nine of Wands reverse. And the Queen of Wands reverse. So for some of you, I feel like you may be detaching yourself from someone this month in September, towards the end of September. And I feel it's because there's somebody around you, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, who causes wounds to reopen, is what I'm feeling. Like they're kind of a thorn in your side, you know? And it's not that you don't want them around indefinitely. It's just that you need, for some reason this month, you know, there, like I said, there's like changes. There's a new you about to emerge. And you may sense this. You may sense that you're going through some kind of internal process, that you're kind of purging out past traumas or past disappointments, heartbreaks, whatever. And so you may be more sensitive during this month. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You may be more sensitive. I feel like you're going to be very nostalgic and kind of, you know, thinking of situations that have gone really wrong, and maybe even getting into this cycle of blaming yourself or whatever. But, you know, be on look out for that, because you don't want to fall into that kind of thing and get yourself back, like I said, to this point. So if you do need to take time away from someone, I do feel like there's someone around you who may stress you out, make you even angry, or, you know, so angry that you could cry, kind of thing. And you do need space from this person. So this could be your partner, but it doesn't have to be, I'm not getting necessarily like a romantic vibe. It's just somebody around you. This may not have to do anything with your partner. Maybe you need to get away with your partner, but for some of you, that's what it's going to be. But you'll know who this person is if this resonates with you during that month, okay? During the month of September. All right, well, that was kind of confusing. It went kind of back and forth, but the gist of it is that I feel like the focus this month for you guys with regards to love and relationship is that you need to give yourself space because you are going through a healing, some kind of healing from the past. Okay, you're kind of accepting that things aren't as bad as they were, and yeah, so through this you may need some space. Okay, that's what I see there. Okay, so let's move on to your finance and career reading. Again, this is for Virgo, male and females, for September 2018. Okay. Okay, bottom of this deck was the Prince of Wands. Okay, so a lot of maybe a busy month for you on the career front. We have the Eight of Wands reverse, Three of Pentacles, the Tower reverse, Death reverse, the Hermit reverse. Oh, so I do feel like it's going to be very chaotic this month. It's like maybe you're trying to get something to start, or maybe just not to fall apart. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. So Eight of Wands reverse. Something maybe not going at your speed. Wow, look at that. So the Tower again in the reverse. It's like you see something in your career or your business or even your finances. It's like you're seeing them deteriorate or diminish or whatever. You see that things aren't getting better. And no matter what you do, it's like it's not making a dent in it. And this could be bills piling up. This could be, you know, things like that, to where you see, oh shit, I'm getting into like a danger zone here. It could be like your bank account, the amounts, you look at it every day and it keeps going down and down and down. You don't see it progressing the other way. And you're like, oh my goodness, this is, how am I going to get out of this kind of thing? So, and we have the Devil reverse. I feel like there's been a need even to, you know, cut back on like drinking, going out, stuff like that. For some of you, I feel like you've had to okay, so I'm feeling like, okay, for some of you, I feel like, and this is going to be a small amount of you, I hope, because I do feel like there maybe was something that was going on that you guys knew you really shouldn't do that, but you were doing it anyway. So this could be, I keep hearing like taxes for some of you. So it could be like you know you were filing improperly, or there was something that you were leaving out, omitting, something like that, where you knew it was wrong and you've had to like kind of step back away from that. Don't do that anymore because you've had like either a scare or a warning or, you know, something of that nature, or you will in the month of September. So, you know, maybe it's a good idea if you were doing something that you knew you probably shouldn't have been doing, lay off in this month, okay? So working hard is the way to go this month. So we have the Three of Pentacles. All right, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. That's great. So hard work will definitely pay off for you this month. I feel like as long as you know, do what you got to do, put your head down, you're going to have a lot of opportunity and a lot of reward. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles, this is like a feeling abundant. You're having opportunities to make more money, to receive even recognition for being a good worker, for being dedicated, for being proactive. And then we have the Tower reverse here. So I do feel, you know, your intent here was to stop something, you know, horrible to happen from happening. And I do feel like you're going to be successful at that. So just keep your mind on, you know, working hard and lay off of anything that would possibly be detrimental to you. Okay, again, we have the Page of Pentacles. So again, I do feel like, okay, so for some of you, I feel like you have been perhaps unemployed. I feel like you guys, some of you guys left a really horrible job where either you felt demeaned or you felt like, I get demeaned a lot, like you felt like this job was below you or something of that nature, but in like a really bad way, like that I can't even believe I work there kind of thing, you know. And I feel like you ended up leaving there, but then you hit a dry spell and you guys weren't able to, you know, find like steady work or something. Well, this month things are definitely changing. There's opportunities all around. Yeah, it's like an end, Ten of Swords, but in this case I feel like it's good. I feel like this is the end of this time of worry and you know, drama, and it's like the worst is over. Now is like a new beginning for you here. Okay, so we have the Death card reverse, the Moon, okay, the Hermit reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're the only person who can get in your way this month. If you're doing any kind of deals this month, or if you're signing any kind of contracts, anything like that, especially having to do with sales, any kind of sales contracts, I feel like you definitely, any kind of contracts is what I'm going to say. Any kind of contracts, you definitely need to read the fine print. Okay, read the fine print, read between the lines, whatever it is, anything that's going to cause like any major change in your life. So signing, you know, a contract for a new job would cause a change in your life. If you're selling your business, especially if you're selling your business or selling some kind of service, you have to really be careful with the contracts, because you're the only one. You're like, you are the line of defense. Okay, so if anything goes wrong, it's on you. No, well, yeah, kind of. I just feel like you guys definitely, it's something that you would definitely catch, but you have to be very cognizant. And I'm sure there, you know, for most of you, it's not, these aren't type of deals that you're going to be doing on a daily. For some of you, it could be, but, and you have to be very vigilant. Okay, this month you definitely have to be vigilant. But I feel for the most part, you know, things are definitely getting better for you. We have the Hermit reverse with the Five of Wands, the Magician, and the Four of Cups. So I feel like it's, you know, the message here is really for you to have more confidence in yourself. Don't worry about what other people are saying. This is what I'm getting, the message that I'm getting here. I feel like you have to understand that whatever your gut is telling you, that's just what you need to do. Follow your heart in whatever decisions you make, and trust that you are making the right decision, because nobody knows better than you. It's what I'm getting here. Nobody really knows better than you. You're coming out and you're reading. You already know. Okay, this is something that there's nobody around you who can tell you what's going to be better in this situation regarding your job, your business, whatever contracts, you know, are being executed here this month. Okay, but definitely this is like you understanding that you're not in competition with others, or you shouldn't be in competition with others. Like, worry about, focus on what you're doing. It's very important for you this month. because I do feel like there may be people around you who like to distract you and like, you know, throw a little roadblock in your way. Maybe because they're jealous and they see that things are coming up and, you know, things are really happening for you. You're looking really good financially, like you're having all these opportunities open up. You're avoiding all this, you know, chaos from the past. You're getting away from all of that. It's like you're starting anew again here, even in your finances. And there's people around you who are not going to like it. You know, that it's just going to make them feel bad about themselves. There's some people out there like that. So you have to like understand and believe in yourself and navigate around this, okay? And don't accept, you know, a cup of bullshit from anyone. It's as simple as that, because they're taking time and energy, basically stealing time and energy away from you that you could be focusing on something that's going to be much more productive, because the opportunities, like I said, will be there. So take advantage and don't spend your time with the naysayers and the haters. Okay, so I hope that was helpful to you, Virgos. Let me know how you like the reading and if you like this new format with less shuffling. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for visiting.